Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Paul Heyman sent his best wishes to WWE's newest signing and the new voice of Monday Night Raw, Joe Tessitore. On July 9, 2024, WWE announced the signing of Tessitore. With Pat McAfee finishing up with the WWE for the rest of the year, Michael Cole has moved to Friday Night SmackDown from Monday Night Raw. Cole will partner with Corey Graves. Meanwhile, Wade Barrett will be in the commentary booth with Tessitore for the Red brand. On social media, Heyman shared a photo with Tessitore and hyped up the debut of the 53-year-old. Kayla Braxton opened up about working with Paul Heyman in WWE. Kayla Braxton and Paul Heyman often worked alongside each other on WWE programming. Heyman's witty interviews with Braxton had caught the attention of the WWE universe. Speaking on Insight, Braxton stated she never got into trouble for improvising on TV while working with Heyman. She said, "He made it really easy for me. A lot of that stuff we were kind of given the direction of how it needed to go. But everyone's like, we'll just do whatever Paul says. And so a lot of times it was just riffing. I just go off Paul. He'd go off me. I didn't know what he was going to do. And we're live, and that is a terrifying place to be. But it always did well. I feel like it always got a lot of positive reactions. I never got into any trouble. Paul's like, you won't get in trouble. I'm like, okay." Heyman is currently on hiatus from WWE TV after being taken out by the New Bloodline. He could return to SmackDown alongside Roman Reigns, who was also taken out by Solo Sikoa and his men. Paul Heyman's presence backstage at WWE Raw was always electrifying. Known as the wise man and the mastermind behind many of WWE's most legendary moments, Heyman was a figure that commanded respect. This particular Monday night, the air was thick with anticipation as a new signing was set to debut, someone who had already caused ripples of excitement across the WWE universe. But before the mystery star could make their entrance, they would first receive a message from the one and only Paul Heyman. Backstage, the cameras cut to a dark room, illuminated only by a single spotlight. The atmosphere was tense, almost foreboding. Paul Heyman stood at the center of the frame, his back to the camera, dressed in his usual sharp, tailored suit. His hands were clasped behind his back as he seemed to contemplate something of great importance. After a few moments, he turned to face the camera, his eyes piercing through the lens with that unmistakable intensity that could shake even the most confident of superstars. "Tonight is a night of significance, a night where the WWE Universe will bear witness to something monumental," Heyman began, his voice low but powerful, reverberating with the weight of his words. "You see, we are on the precipice of a new era, and with every era comes the need for a herald, someone who will not only seize the moment but define it." He paused, allowing his words to sink in. Heyman was a master of timing, knowing exactly when to speak and when to let silence convey his message. His expression softened, but only slightly, as he continued. "There are those who step into this business thinking they know what it takes to be a WWE superstar," Heyman said, his tone almost paternal, as if he were offering sage advice. "They believe that talent alone is enough, that charisma can carry them to the top, that strength and speed will ensure their survival. But in WWE, survival is not the goal. Dominance is. And dominance requires more than just skill, it requires the ability to outthink, outmaneuver, and outlast everyone else. It requires the capacity to adapt, to evolve, and to rise above the rest, no matter the cost." Heyman's eyes narrowed as he leaned closer to the camera, his voice dropping to a whisper. "And that is where I come in." The room seemed to grow darker as Heyman's presence filled the space, his voice now holding a dangerous edge. "I have built empires in this industry. I have taken mere mortals and transformed them into legends. I have guided the careers of champions, men who have become synonymous with greatness because they understood one simple truth: to succeed in WWE, you must be willing to do whatever it takes." He straightened up, adjusting his tie, as if preparing to deliver the final, most crucial part of his message. Tonight, a new chapter begins. A chapter that will be written in the blood, sweat, and tears of those who dare to stand in your way. You, my new client, have the potential to be the future of this business. But potential is nothing without the right guidance, without the right advocate. That's where you and I align. The camera zoomed in closer on Heyman's face, capturing the sinister smile that crept across his lips. But make no mistake, this is not a partnership of equals. I do not offer my services to just anyone. You must prove yourself worthy, not just to me, but to the entire WWE universe. They will judge you, they will test you, and they will push you to your limits. And when that time comes, you will have two choices. You can either crumble under the pressure, or you can rise to the occasion and show the world that you are indeed the next big thing. Heyman's voice grew louder, more commanding. Tonight, you will step into that ring, and you will do so with the full knowledge that the world is watching. Every move you make, every word you say, every victory you claim, it will all be scrutinized, analyzed, and dissected. The WWE universe is a ravenous beast, and it will devour the weak. But if you are strong, if you are cunning, if you are willing to embrace the darkness that comes with being a true WWE superstar, then you will not only survive, you will thrive. He paused again, letting the tension build. And if you can do that, if you can prove to me that you are as extraordinary as I believe you to be, then you will have me, Paul Heyman, in your corner. You will have the greatest mind in sports entertainment guiding your career, ensuring that you do not just make an impact, but that you leave a legacy. Heyman's eyes blazed with conviction as he delivered the final words of his message. Tonight, the world will know your name. But remember this, greatness is not given, it is earned. So go out there and earn it. With that, Heyman turned his back to the camera once more, the spotlight dimming until only his silhouette remained. The scene faded to black, leaving the WWE universe buzzing with anticipation. Who was this new signing? And with Paul Heyman as their potential advocate, what could they achieve? As the night wore on, the tension only grew. The WWE universe eagerly awaited the arrival of the new superstar, knowing that with Heyman's endorsement, they were about to witness something truly special. The stage was set, the players were in place, and the time had come for the world to see if this new star could live up to the monumental expectations that Paul Heyman had set. And as the crowd roared in excitement, one thing was clear, the WWE would never be the same again.